Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Happy Friday to all of you. I recently took a break, for the holiday season, like most of you, I imagine, and then I felt the need to take another break. I went to Morocco for a few days to kind of recuperate, to recover from the holiday season. And there, I had the chance to focus on something that I genuinely believe in: leadership. I'm sure that many of you can relate to this anecdote of having to recover from the holiday season. I'm back now. I'm fully energized, super happy to be back, and quite excited actually, because today marks the first session of the year. And I was thinking on bringing leadership to you. It's today's topic, and starting from today, it's a new series we're starting together. And every month, once a month, we'll have a special training dedicated to leadership. On the other Fridays of the month, we'll cover different subjects as always. I also have something super special for you. Um, every Monday, starting from this coming Monday, I will do a live audio event. Pardon me, my voice is off for some strange reason. This will be about 10 to, I would say 15 to 20 minutes. It will be a hypnotic session designed to follow up on the Fridays 2.0 session we have together. It will be kind of a powerful way to start your week. And so, if you have any questions about that or any comments, please feel free to share. I'd like to just to ask you for a second because I really want to turn on LinkedIn to make sure that you all are receiving me properly. So just bear with me. And I'm even going to turn off the sound for once. There you go. Okay, so hopefully, yes. Hey ladies, how you doing? Thanks a lot. Okay, so let's get back to it. Okay, so do you have any comments or questions on that? No, not yet. So if you do have any comments, please feel free to let me know. Feel free to participate. Um, yes, we can hear you. Thanks a lot, Nayo. Thanks for being here with me. I really appreciate that. And that's wonderful that you can hear properly. Okay, so wonderful. Back to it. Let's begin. Let's say that you're in a room filled with people and someone brings up a topic on about leadership, just like that. Someone talks about leadership. So what's the first thing that comes to mind? For many people it goes like, I'm not a boss. I'm not interested in managing people. I don't need to study leadership. And something that, believe me, I heard many times: leaders are bad people. But here's what many people are missing: the most important person you're ever going to lead in your entire life is yourself. So that's your daily gig, that's your responsibility. Do you ever think about that? I want you to take a second and think about this. When was the last time you acknowledged yourself as your own leader? Did you ever see yourself as your own leader? And how has this perspective shaped your daily decisions and action? Give it a thought. Because whether you realize it or not, you are your own leader. And it goes beyond that. Leaders, leaders are not born. Leaders are created. Leadership is the key to stopping feeling overwhelmed and burnt out, to creating balance in your life and feeling satisfied, and unlocking your personal success. I want you to think of where you at right now in your life. Take into consideration your motivation and lack of it. Now, if I were to ask you, rate yourself, rate your happiness level, where would you stand? Are you living the dream you had in mind at for this stage of your life? Just give it a thought, okay? Many people aren't exactly thrilled about the situation they're in, and they blame their parents, their teachers, their bosses, and their partners, and whoever they can think of to justify the position they find themselves in. Seven. Yeah, okay, Nayu. It's not bad, actually. They kind of stuck on the not my fault mode, right? But how is that working out for them? How is that working out for you? The bottom line is when you believe that you're at the mercy of the outside influences, you're making being happy impossible. You're making your goals unreachable. The only way you can turn things around and change the outcome is to play your main card, personal responsibility. I want you to think about a recent challenge you faced. Did you find yourself blaming external factors or did you take full responsibility? And how did your approach affect the outcome? I want you to look at your behavior and see the pattern here. Today, I'm going to give you some proper steps so that you can follow them and empower yourself. If you decide to apply those starting right after this session, you will create a significant shift. You will shift the momentum. Understand that leaders, again, are not born leaders. No one is born a leader. Leaders are made, leaders are created. So we all start on the same level. You're not falling behind, you're not late. You have the same chances as everyone else here. But you've got to understand that everything that has happened in your life, everything that took place in your life, started with you. Look, this is just the beginning of today's session. We're about to dive into something really special, and I have something really valuable to share with you. But if you've got to step out early, and I completely get it, but before you do, you really need to know about the transformative hypnotic recording that I have prepared for you. This is no ordinary info session. Think of it as a full on mindset makeover. It's about flipping your thoughts and switching up habits so that you can lead yourself forward in your life. If you're curious about how a tiny shift in your mindset could flip your world the right side up, well, this transformative hypnotic session is exactly that. It's not about learning, it's about adopting new, life enhancing behaviors. And trust me, this is big. Don't just scroll past this opportunity. A quick tap on the link in the comment section, and you're on your path to accessing this transformative audio. It's about 15 seconds. 15 seconds, that's all it will take you for a giant leap forward. You can listen to it whenever you want and at your own convenience. And it's free for you. And that for a whole week. After that, it'll be available to its usual price. Show up for yourself. Make it happen now. I will do my best to grab the link and put it in the chat. If for some reason it is not working, I will put it back inside the thread at the end of the training to make sure you all have access to it. Have you ever doubted your abilities to lead or make a change? Felt not enough? How did you move past those beliefs and feelings? And I know it's easy to second guess our abilities, but here you have the same chances. Just as your neighbors, your friends, and just as your neighbors, sorry, I was looking at the chat at the same time. Now you were saying something. Oh, the past two recordings were awesome. I'm glad, Nayu. I'm really glad. So back to it. I was saying, so just like everybody else's, you have the same chances, same as your friends or your boss, to lead yourself to a better life. Let me share a story now. I was talking to someone not too long ago who was asked to collaborate on a project. She was telling me about the whole conversation and how it went. And she went, I'm really practicing saying no this year, Matty, because I don't want to jump at any kind of opportunity. I'm waiting for the perfect one to come along. I'm waiting for myself to attract it into my life so that I can take on something that's truly amazing, something that's perfect for me. You know, from where I stand, we often believe that the perfect opportunity is somewhere out there, that it exists, and that we must take the right decision, that it's based on that. But there's no such a thing as perfect opportunity or the right decision. There's only decision. There's only situations and offers. I want you to look back at a time you made a decision that wasn't perfect, but it led you to something unexpected, maybe growth or learning. Think about that. What did this experience teach you about the nature of decision making? Your attitude following the decision is what matters the most. And that's what will determine the outcome, not the rest. You choose to see a situation, an offer, as opportunity. It's your choice of words that will fire up the right energy to take the most out of that situation, out of that offer. The same applies to relationships. You can't wait for the right relationship to come along, the right guy, the right girl. You create the right relationship for yourself based on your attitude and actions. Here's where it begins with you leading yourself. Understand that your thoughts play a massive role here. In fact, they're at the heart of it. They are at the heart of it all. Your thoughts influence your emotions, the emotions you feel, and from there, you take a certain action. And that's how, in the face of problems, many people react instead of responding. You see, in the face of a problem, of an issue, we often put ourselves in defensive position. And each time we do that, each time we react to a situation, we surrender control. And just like that, the situation is now controlling you. But you can choose a different path. You can choose to adopt a different behavior. Respond. Do not react. Now, I want you to look back and share a time when consciously you responded in instead of reacting to a challenge, to a problem? What was the impact on you and those around you? Think about that. Let me share a story with you to make this more vivid and more authentic. Because after all, if I'm asking you to share, well, I can do just the same. Let me lead by example here. Back in the days when I was a manager, there was an incident at work due to some major mess ups. I did something that I was actually supposed to do, and I did everything by the book. But my boss took the hit and she lost it. She went absolutely ballistic on me. I mean, like out of a gangster movie, a kind of scene, yeah? I was called on an emergency meeting with my line manager and the operation manager. The ops asked me if I'd ever seen The Godfather. I went, the movie? I went, Yeah, not knowing where it was going. Not even in a million dreams I could have imagined what happened next. He went out of control. He shouted at me, "What happens in the family stays in the family." I was like, is this for real? Like in shock. Then they made up crazy scenarios and threatened my job. Sadly, it wasn't the first time in my career as a manager I was going through something that intense. I would usually fear the worst, feel super emotional, bullied, and fall back into victim mode in that exact order. But that day, something clicked inside me. I didn't react, I responded. I got mad inside. I was so hurt. It felt like I was a volcano in eruption. I paused and looked at my past and all these situations repeating themselves. I looked at the present situation, I looked at my feelings, past and present, and I asked myself, what are the odds? What are the odds of experiencing the same treatment across different job and position? And I realized I was the common factor in these situations. I'm smiling about it right now, but I wasn't at the time, believe me. Why am I sharing this with you today? Because it hit me. I had this moment. It was like a turning point in my life, and it taught me two vital lessons. I realized I could own up to my actions and my decision. All I had to do was to take on full responsibility. It was like the first step in leveling up in my own leadership, becoming my own leader. Lesson two, I learned that reacting was letting external forces control me. It put me on defensive mode. But when I responded, it put me in a position of control and command. It was like embodying self leadership. It's important for me to share this with you because I know that many of you keep yourself trapped in that defensive mode, surrendering your power of control simply because when a situation occurs, you kind of feel pushed by your emotions to react. Then you feel powerless and sometimes even victimized. But here's your ha ha moment. Just like I took control of my life that day, you have the power to do the same. You can shift from reacting to responding, from feeling at the mercy of external forces to being the master of your own leadership journey. as we're walking down this path to firing up your leadership abilities, I want you to remember that decisions are just decisions. What labels them as good, bad, right, wrong, perfect is rather you follow it through with action or don't. Being your own leader is such opportunity. Understand that you are the key. You are the secret ingredient. There's nothing else. It's all on you. So embrace it and start taking immediate action. For those needing to leave soon or those just popping in, I really want you to go with some insights and a way to put them into action. That's very important to me because time is precious. So I want to bring to your attention a transformative hypnotic recording that I've created just for you, just based on this session that I'm doing right now. And it's unique and exclusive. I'm talking the real deal here, like Marissa Peer style. It's not about piling on more info, it's about shifting your mindset in a way that really sticks. If you ever think about working on your mindset and how it can actually transform or just help you shift your life, this is it. That's what this transformative hypnotic audio recording will do for you. It's where we'll go from just talking about change to actually making it happen. So make sure you're in on this. Hit that link in the comments, and it's quick. It's like 15 seconds quick. And I know I keep making that joke, but come on. Unless you can't remember your name, it won't take you more than 15 seconds. And this might be just the nudge you need towards a new way of living. Hit it. Do it for yourself. You can listen to it whenever you want at your own convenience for an entire week. You can't get that anywhere else. After that, it'll be available to you at full price. Don't miss out. Okay, back to it now. Now think about decision making for a second. We're so attached to the perfect decision. But the only thing that makes it so is your attitude. The outcome depends on whether you take immediate action on that decision or don't. If you take immediate action, then it works, it's magic. We all know someone who waits for the perfect romantic match or opportunity or maybe to find their soulmate and they expect it to appear any minute now. Others wait for the perfect timing, but in reality, they're waiting for the perfect situation, the perfect scenario, a fairy tale. Opportunities are what you make of them. They shape based on our perspective and attitude. That's the real magic. The real magic is you. You've got to get that today. Look at your current goals. Are they aligned with your personal vision and value? Or are they influenced by others' expectations? How does this impact your motivation? Think about it. Look into that. This is your time to really dig into the problem. Leadership isn't about having a fancy title or a super posh, smashing office with a great view. It's an ongoing process of growth. You drive, you guide, you commend yourself every day. From your relationships with your relationship with yourself to your relationship with others. to your career, the success you have or don't have, how overwhelmed or burnt out or happy or dissatisfied you are. You're in that driving seat. It's all on you. Every aspect is determined by the leadership you bring to your life. Think about it. How do you show leadership in your daily life beyond your job? How does this make you feel? Do you feel empowered? Look, pointing fingers at anyone and blaming external forces for dissatisfaction isn't helping, is it? Realize that you're the creator of your situation. It's not about the past or what's going on out there. It's about your attitude. It's all about the moves you make or don't make. Now, let's go back to responsibility for a sec. When you decide to take responsibility and realize that everything in your life is the result of your thoughts, you take back control. It's like you promoting yourself from producer to being the director of your reality. Empower yourself, lead yourself to a more balanced life. Lead yourself to the success you once envisioned in your life. You once envisioned for yourself. Now, briefly, let's go back, but let's go a bit deeper into leadership. Ask yourself, who has had a big impact on your understanding of leadership? How have their action or words, or even both, influenced the way you lead yourself and others? This year, my mission is to level up your leadership game, whether it's in your personal life, at work, or both. And you know by now that you're already a leader, all of you, without exception. But let's face it, if you didn't need leadership training, you'd have everything you dream of by now. If you didn't need leadership training, you wouldn't be burnt out. So, is that the case? If that's not the case, then you're in the right place. And you need to attend each session every month. So I'll be there waiting for you, waiting for you to show up for yourself. Responsibility starts with taking charge of yourself. Whether you want to reduce your weight, stop smoking, make more money, overcome burnout, have better relationship, focus on your well-being, sorry. Self-leadership has to become your top priority. It's about mastering your thoughts, emotions, and responses. It's about feeling like you're in command. You've got to keep in mind that reacting lets others dictate the course. By responding, you keep control and you empower yourself. And that's how you become the ultimate commander. It's like you're no longer following the script. When you respond, you are the script. You're the writer. It's not about chasing perfection in decision or waiting for the dream opportunity. It's about taking action and leading yourself. Be decisive. Be laser focused on your goals and make them your obsession. Remember, leadership begins with you. You've got this. I will bring slowly this session to closing for today. So I'd like to thank you for joining and for watching the replay, if indeed you're watching later. And if that's the case, if you're watching later, please type the symbol hashtag followed by the word replay and leave a comment in the section below. I'm very excited to read your thoughts and about your experience. This session is not the end, it's a start. I just shared the basic of responsibility and leadership today to empower you to be more receptive to your environment and situation. And it will take time and it will take repetitions because this is how the mind learns, through repetition. But that's okay. You will have to take action, you will have to be consistent. And I can't stress this enough. Your attitude following this session will determine everything. Are you going to read the newsletter? Or are you going to click that access link to the hypnotic recording and download it? Because it's free. Or are you going to do this within the limited period of time? Or are you going to put yourself in the best setting to listen to it? Or are you going to listen to it every day to make it work? Or are you going to react to life and hand over control as always? And then blame your partner, your boss, the kids, the dogs, your family members visiting over the weekend. It will come down to you and the action you take, or the lack of it following this training. I can't do that for you. I can only give you tools and the steps and inspiration to change what you can't stand in your life. It will take commitment and a burning desire, a real burning desire. But you can do this. I believe in you. And if you keep waking up feeling like there's something more out there for you, if you're ready to find balance and live a purposeful life, take action, lead yourself forward. Working with me is about building healthier relationship, prioritizing well-being and empowering yourself to confidently say no when needed. If feeling good is your priority this year, consider this your opportunity. This February, I have 5 spots left, just 5 spots left in my one on one program starting on the 19th. I work directly with my clients, so no more spot can be added. Take action today and get the 20% discount. Book the discovery call with me, and it will not only just secure the discount, but it will also start a conversation about where you are, what you want, where you want to be, and what's been in your way to get there. It's about your possibilities, it's about your future. And you can speak to me directly. These spots, they're going quickly, and the offer is limited. Book it now. Step towards the life you desire and start truly smiling again. I will also deliver a hypnotic session live on Monday. So if you're interested in experiencing it live, that's your chance. My name is Maty Mariko. I'm your burnout recovery coach and purpose mentor. Thank you again for attending today. Thank you for watching. And for your interest in personal growth and personal development. Thank you again. See you on Monday. or next Friday for another 2.0 session, remember to leave a comment and share about your experience and challenges. Those are your first step towards growth. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'm sending much love to you all. Bye for now.